Welcome back to Bayou Time. I'm Jacob DeGate here with First Lieutenant Blake Tabor of the Terrebonne Parish Sheriff's Office. Of course, New Year's is right around the corner, coming up. I know that's a time a lot of people like to get together, celebrate. Some people, like to shoot off fireworks and, have their fun, but I believe you have some important tips for having a safe and happy New Year's. Can you
Absolutely.
tell us a little bit about those?
We have a large number of people that follow us on Facebook, and we're extremely proud of that following. We've really done a lot to promote our Facebook page and make it more innovative and easier access to people to get information out of the last year. So anyone that has kind of watched that has realized that we shared a post recently that was done in connection with the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government. It was a fairly lengthy post, but it consisted of 11 pictures and 11 slides of safety tips that can take place to help, mitigate problems within your community as far as fireworks, because as much as they make people happy, they also upset quite a few people as well. So it's about creating some harmony there. But the first one, just to educate the public, is to make sure that people understand that it is illegal to sell or set off fireworks within the city limits of Houma. Now, we could probably talk for a very lengthy period of time on how to define whether it's the city limits or not. So I would urge people, again, to educate themselves, go on. There's some, obviously, resources online that will let you know if you live within the city limits of Houma or you live within the parish of Terrebonne. The easiest way, and we tell people all the time, if you were to call for assistance from law enforcement, would the Houma Police Department respond to your residence or the place where you are, or would the Sheriff's Office respond? And that, in a nutshell, is how to define whether you're in the city or not. So again, it is completely illegal to sell or shoot off fireworks in any fashion within the city limits of Houma. The next topic that people want to know is, when can we do this, right? When is it allowed and when is it legal? Certainly on New Year's Eve, that time will start on December 31st at dusk, and it ends at 1 a.m. on January 1st. Not a minute after, not 2 a.m., not 4 a.m. So again, keep that in mind. After 1 a.m., if you're encountered by law enforcement, again, there are certain rules and laws that apply to that, and you could be subject to arrest as a result. Again, the following day on January 1st, that celebratory time will be from dusk until 10 p.m. Again, it's really important that the public understand that this parish works very diligently to make sure that we give ample amounts of time for people to celebrate with fireworks. We understand that it's sort of a part of our culture. We understand that people enjoy it, but again, we go back to the fact that there are probably as many, if not more, people that do not enjoy it. So, we want to make sure that we're working in connection with our neighbors, and we're trying to create that harmonious atmosphere for even those people that don't enjoy it.
Sure. You certainly got a lot of people that got to get up for work in the morning, or have newborns, or are dogs that don't like
Absolutely.
it. So certainly understand that.
And that's the thing we try to, to reiterate to people. We want you to have fun, but there's a proper way to do it, and there's a safe way to do it. And that's what we're going to talk about next, is some of those safety tips. Now, we understand what the consumption of alcoholic beverages mean in our community. I mean, we've been dealing with this for a long period of time. It almost seems like alcohol and consuming alcohol goes synonymously with partying, and partying is part of our culture, right? So we understand that there's certainly ways to be responsible, just like we talked about the DWI checkpoint earlier. There's ways to pop fireworks and to have parties and do that responsibly. So, the biggest thing is, if you are intoxicated, even close to being intoxicated, under no circumstance should you be popping fireworks. Again, that goes hand in hand with making sure that you are watching the children, because if other families are like mine, my kids are the ones that want to pop fireworks. Sure. So again, there is a safe way to do that. Now, we certainly don't recommend children under the age of 5 igniting any type of explosive device, because that's what these are. So again, use your better judgment as a parent. Make sure that these kids are doing things in a safe manner. That way no one gets hurt.
Certainly.
Additionally, the other component that we need to talk about is the fact that we've been dealing with a lot of these fires that have been kind of raging and roaring in our areas. The ground is extremely dry, so that is another component that we're extremely concerned about. So we're asking everyone as another safety precaution to make sure that you're extinguishing these fireworks in a very safe manner. That could be as simple as having a 5-gallon bucket of water located in and around where you're going to be popping fireworks. As soon as that firework is safely extinguished, put it in the bucket. You know, that's a good way to keep these things from having any type of residual spark or anything else. That'll certainly help our community as well. The other component of that is making sure that you're a safe distance away from any other vehicles, residential structures, or houses or buildings in general. And the general rule of thumb is setting off those fireworks at least 200 feet away from any other structure or vehicle. Now, some people would say, well, we're going to pop the firework in the street in front of our house. How can we safely do that, you know, when our house is not 200 feet away? The reality is you're not 200 feet away. So you may have to choose wisely the type of firework that you may be using. And that is always a hotbed choice, right? Everyone wants the big explosive devices that go boom, that are loud and colorful, but that may not be something that would be a smart choice for inside of neighborhoods.
Certainly, certainly. Another thing, I guess you want to know that you're buying from you know, a good place. You know, that you verify the vendor, and also that you know, you have to be 18 to buy fireworks as well.
That's correct. You have to be 18 to buy fireworks. You're going to have to present an ID at that time. And also, most of the shops that you'll see set up along Martin Luther King and other places are verified vendors. But what we don't want to see you is purchasing fireworks out of the bed of someone's truck in the Walmart parking lot. You know, that certainly wouldn't be a good idea.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Lieutenant. Thank you for being here, and we wish everybody out there a safe and happy New Year's.